Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Life Force MedBeds. I am the inventor of the Life Force MedBed. Hopefully in today's video, I'll get to dispel some truths and some myths on what is a MedBed, what is not a MedBed. Because the last thing I want to do is see anybody get scanned or even misled into thinking what is a MedBed. Particularly now that you can get stuff intercontinentally or even in other countries and have it sent here and pass it off as a med bed, and quite frankly it is not. So with that being said, when I invented the med bed, of course, being a physician, that is the most important thing. A med bed is a medical bed. I want people to understand that. That's what med bed stands for. Medical bed. So if anybody is administering what's called a med bed and it's not medical, it is not a med bed. It's a scam. Okay. Now people can take various therapies or devices that you can buy on eBay, Amazon, or what have you, or even Alibaba, and you try to push them off or pull them off as MedBed therapies. But let me tell you, my friends, that is still not a MedBed. A red light therapy bed, one that closes up around your neck, what have you, closes like a clam off. You've seen those. That is not a MedBed. If somebody puts a red light therapy in their hyperbaric chamber, that is not a MedBed. If somebody's trying to use I see now people have taken my bioresonance scan and they're trying to pass it off and putting it in their hyperbaric chamber or putting it in their lay down room and calling it a med bed. No, bioresonance is bioresonance. Bioresonance with hyperbaric is still just those two therapies. It is not a med bed. And that's one thing I want to help people understand is like, what is a med bed? So what would you think would constitute being if you go to your doctor, what is the bare minimum that he's going to want to do? He's going to want to know your blood pressure, your pulse, your EKG, your vitals. So if your med bed doesn't tell the vitals of a patient, it's not a med bed. Okay? So understand medical bed. So and understand, like with the Life Force MedBeds, when you get in my med bed, we're able to tell all of your vitals and then some. And we can also give you more devices. I think we have over 17 devices that work with our med bed to give the treating physician, the proper readings while we are administering the med bed therapies. And these are normally medical therapies that require a physician or doctor to administer. If you're selling, if you're a furniture salesman before, or you're a mattress salesman before, and you want to start selling red light therapy and try passing it off as med beds, you're scamming the public. Okay, so people understand this. Now, with that being said, when doing work and with various government agencies, being in underground bases and stuff like that, I got a very good handle on what we needed to do in constituting what is going to be this quantum healing, self-diagnosing, and self-treating bed. Excuse me a second, you can hear this.
Initiating full body health scan. Vital scan in progress. Bioresonance scan initiated. All systems nominal. Please remain relaxed as therapy begins.
Okay, so here we are. We're getting ready to do some of our therapies and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, with the Life Force MedBed being a quantum healing, self-diagnosing, self-treating bed, we can add multiple areas of diagnosing. So not only can we tell blood pressure, pulse, EKG, but literally what we're starting to get into with Life Force Medical Technologies, which is the main parent company, is that we're getting into now what's called different types of imaging. So if you think about imaging, what do we have in the Western medical model? We have X-ray, MRI, CT scan, what have you.
Frequency therapy now initiated. Oxygen therapy engaged. Please place your oxygen mask securely for optimal results. Electron donation sequence has begun. All therapeutic systems are now running at 100% efficiency.
So all my therapies now are running to maximum efficiency, and all of these therapies are medical grade therapies. These are not therapies, that you could buy at, we'll say, eBay or Amazon or something like that. Now, with that being said, let's get back into, with different types of imaging. We have, of course, X-ray, MRI, CT scan. Now we're getting SPECT scans of the brain. And we can still work. Now what we're trying to do is incorporate some of these imaging, and even like thermal imaging. Thermal imaging is becoming more and more popular within the alternative healthcare field, but also within the medical healthcare field. Because with just seeing how the body's functioning with inflammation and how in different areas of the body, and how there's different temperature differentiations, and it could tell, well, whether it be a precursor to a disease or what have you. Inflammation is always the main focus when we're talking about helping the body heal, because inflammation is the starting point of every sickness, of every disease. There's some type of inflammation. So with that being said, we want to find out, with our med beds, which will help our doctors, utilize to treat the patients better, because we want to be able to see what's going on with the patient, both with their vitals, their imaging, and then also then be able to treat them. Now, the other great thing with the Life Force MedBed is the medical grade therapies that we offer. We offer a multitude of medical grade therapies. I'm not going to get into all of them right now, but that is why you need to be a licensed physician to run a Life Force MedBed. I try to tell people, yes, I know there's a lot of people that want to get out there. They want to be in the community. They want to be able to offer this service. But it is a medical bed, we still have to understand that it has to be a doctor that will still, be able to do the consultation, the history, the examination, and then be able to, understand what therapies does the med bed need to do to help with the patient achieve a higher, state of health. You understand, this is what it's about. We're just not going in and start playing therapies or playing frequencies and plugging in a red light therapy or plugging in, a bioresonance and thinking that we're doing something. That's what amateurs do. That's what people that don't understand what they're doing. In the medical model, whether it be alternative or the Western, of course, we want what's best for the patient, but we also want to utilize therapies that actually work, not some foo-foo stuff. So Life Force MedBeds is not going to give you something that's going to say, hey, put some tinfoil around your head, wave around a copper wand, and sing Kumbaya, and everybody's going to get well. Okay, no. These are actual therapies that work and what have you, but also based on what the patient's presentation is, then the physician can dial in what therapies, what frequencies to play, what bioresonance to play, and so on and so forth. So, but throwing somebody in and just blanketing them with frequencies and bioresonance, you're not doing anything but misleading the community. Okay, so there's some other myths that are out there. I have one that's going on quite often now. It's, hey, they're gonna be free. Med beds are free. My people, my friends, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we're gonna wake up from this. When has the government ever given you or me or our families anything for free? Never happens. Okay? There is nothing for free. There's no free med beds. And, oh, I'm going to wait till the military comes out with their med bed. And when has the military ever given anything to the public? If I'm a patriot, the last thing I want is anything from the government or from the military. It's a contradiction, to what patriotism is. Now, with that being said, I hate to say that, but it's fake news. And so many people are out there, and they get on my videos, and of course they're saying, hey, make an appointment. Understand that I will never, or a medical doctor that has a med bed will never reach out to you on social media and say, hey, reach out to me and make an appointment with my office. Okay? Understand, that is so unprofessional. We don't do that. You can click the link. You can go to lifeforcemedbeds.com. And on the website, if you want to be a patient, you can sign up on the website, directly on the website. So if anybody says, hey, message me on one of my videos or on other MedBed videos, understand what they're trying to do is scam you. Okay? Because I will never ask you for a prepaid office visit. Okay? I will never ask you to make an appointment by direct messaging me. Okay? Medical people, we don't do that. Only amateurs do that, and people that are scam artists. Okay? So please watch out when that stuff happens. Keep note of it, and then also block those type of people, because we don't want the MedBed profession to turn into some type of hokey pokey goofball industry like like we've seen with so many things that that has been shutting down by the medical model. Now, when I started the mild hyperbaric chamber industry 25 years ago, okay, understand that no doctors or anybody even knew what hyperbaric was, because it was buried in the basements and all of that. But what got hyperbaric popular is what people, when they were buying the mild hyperbaric chambers and they were putting them in their chiropractic office, they were putting them in their clinics, they were putting them in their homes, and sick people were getting well. Movie stars, football players, people with autism, people with different types of off-label conditions as well as on-label conditions. Well, that's how this MedBed thing is going to grow. But if you have people, they're going to make false claims. Oh, it's going to heal you. Oh, it's going to grow back a limb. Oh, it's going to, one visit, you're going to be healed. Okay, I wish we had that technology. This MedBed that I'm in right now is the strongest healing device ever. Look at my skin, guys. I want you to go and look at my other videos, okay? Look at how my age, my skin, I must have dropped 10 years off of my age on my look. People are like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm not doing anything. I just get in my med bed. So, I mean, yes, there are some things, but I can't make any false claims. Like, oh yeah, it's going to be anti-aging. Oh yeah, it's going to cure you of this or cure you of that. If people are making those claims, that is against the law. That's false medical claims, and a doctor wouldn't do that as well. Okay, so I want people also to understand, what's going on there. I am working with people in the executive branch of our government. I work with many people, many different governments, on bringing the MedBed technology into hospitals, into clinics. Okay, but we are not into, kind of like, I guess, making it being goofy like some of these people are with, saying that a red light therapy bed is a med bed, or a bioresonance is a med bed, no, it's so ridiculous that I want people to understand that and support Life Force MedBeds. And if you want to come in for that office visit to see it and check it out, just like I said, I'll never direct message you, but you can go on my website, lifeforcemedbeds.com, and on if you scroll down a little bit, right towards kind of like the middle of the screen, it says right there on the far left, make an office visit. Now, let me say this. I get a lot of people saying, hey, when can we come in? When can we come in? I am currently doing some final testing on this MedBed. I don't need to get into all of it right now, but we are looking to be opened, I think, here in Atlanta, Georgia, within the next 60 days. So, and about once I get that location locked down, then I will be accepting patient appointments. Okay. Now, I will tell you this. I have several patient appointments are going to go so fast because we only have so much time and we only have so many med beds. Okay. But also, I want people to be realistic. We need to be realistic. Okay. And understand what the med bed does as well as what it doesn't do. Okay. As well. So with that being said, be on the lookout for our great office location, which is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. If you are if you want to come in from out of town, I'm going to have hotel reservations and hotel deals that you can make a reservation, stay, but also you can come in to the Life Force MedBed Center, and get a multitude of therapies or therapy time, within a short, period of time, whether it be a week of time or whatever or if you need to stay a couple of days, we're going to make it easy for you. My team of doctors, I think, is unlike any other. It's just not Dr. Lou Hilliard. I want people to understand this. Yeah, I'm the inventor. Yeah, I'm the face of it. But I have a team of people, as well as doctors and healthcare professionals and the best engineers in the world, and I can honestly say that have helped put this quantum healing, self-diagnosing, self-treating bed together. And it's something that we all are we serve Jesus Christ, and we Jesus Christ is the one who gave us this download to give us this, and we want to be able to give it and share it with people all over the world. Our goal is to open up 500 MedBed centers in the United States within the next 5 to 10 years. So if you know somebody that wants to invest, if you know any nations or Indian nations that want to experience the MedBed within their communities, any other communities as well, we can bring it. We are working with governments in Mexico. We are working with people in Brazil, Dubai. If anybody is ready, we can get you your med bed. We can get it and help you get it set up. We can get everybody trained and certified. Understand that you just can't run a med bed, that you need to be trained and have a certification. So you have to be a physician. Understand, to run a med bed and treat patients, you have to have a physician on staff or be a physician. The next thing is you have to be trained and certified. Obviously, we want to be the best. And also that's what the medical boards require. Okay. And then the third thing is we want to have a great sound business model. And the business model that I have for Life Force MedBeds, it's not like it's a brand new wheel. This is the same business model that I have been using for over 20, not even 25 years. I've been probably over 30 years of different types of businesses that I've used. That is kind of like the same thing, but we sell success. Okay, so success to our patients, success in the office. So if you're somebody that would like to have a Life Force MedBed in your community, give me a call so we can get you the equipment, get you your training and certification, give you your business plan and model, and give you the plan for success to help treat patients all across your community. So again, my name is Dr. Lou Hilliard. Go to lifeforcemedbeds.com. If you're interested in buying a med bed, you can call me at 770-948-4511. I'll be more than happy, whether it be myself. I have a team of people that answer the phone, and we can help you get a med bed. If you want information about the office, what I'm going to encourage you to do is not call, because we're not ready for the phone calls for that, but you can go to the website, to the webpage office visit. And we, like I said, and guys, really in about 30 days, 30 to 35 days, I will have a location, and then I can start taking money and I can start making appointments and stuff like that. But if anybody is asking you or direct messaging you or putting the messages on my video to send them the message or send them money, that's a scam. Please don't follow that, okay? It's good to see you. I God bless everybody. Let's keep America fit. Oh yeah, my book Eating Air will be published in the next few weeks. I think just at the first of the year. So I encourage you also to get that book Eating Air, as well as go to my website lifeforcemedbeds.com. It's good hearing from you guys. Good seeing you. And raise your vibration. Be the person that you want to see the change in others. Thank you. Have a great day.